Hello, welcome to AG's official video for putting together the Smash Up Standee for all the Pro Program stores that bought the 24 and are in it to win it. Alright, so here y'all recently received the Standee box from us. I've already pre-cut mine. The only time you need a knife for any of this assembly is at this point. Cut the tape. Please be careful, don't cut your fingers off. So once you remove the first layer, inside you have about 4 or 5 different pieces for the Standee box. First one here is the actual shelving unit itself. This is the most complicated piece. We will go over this last. Put this aside. The shelves themselves, there's 2 of them. Okay. I'm going to show you one in particular up close. At the end of it here, it has exclamation mark. That is actually the bottom part of the shelf because it's an ongoing sentence. Put these aside. All right, the fancy instructions. Won't need those. The easiest thing to assemble, which is the bottom of the Standee, the base, and the crown top for the top and shelf unit. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and start with the bottom of the Standee, the base itself. This is the easiest part, so we'll start with that. So as it's all pressed together, you're going to slowly push apart the 2 sides here, pinch it in. All right, make sure it's got a little bit of a groove in there. Then we're going to go to the bottom here, and we're going to bend these flaps out first, and then you bend them in. Do that for all the sides. Out and in. As you see, as I'm flipping this thing around, this box is actually pretty resilient. Now all these should be folded flat down there, and now the actual part where the shelving unit sits on is this. As you see, it has some slats here. Okay, those slats are going to fit right in here, just like that. You can do that on the other side here as well. When it's all set in, you're going to see it's at a slight angle here. This is for the shelving unit to sit in so the product doesn't fall out. Okay, this is the base. And a very important note, there's a little slat here. Please do not rip or tear this. This is important for the top unit to attach to the base. Now that we have the base all set up and ready to go for the Smash Up Standee, we're going to work on the top shelving unit itself. So right here, this is the unit, all kinds of flaps and pieces and things to take out. So we're going to start with that. Inside, as we open this up, there's a whole bunch of little tabs that need to be punched out. And you actually don't got to punch them, you just push them out, but there we go. You're going to want to definitely do this ahead of time, because if you don't, I've learned the hard way, then it makes for a very long assembly. So push all these out, some on the top and the bottom. There we go. All right. Now, with the Standee, now that we got all those punched out, if you look, I'm going to start from the top here, and we're going to assemble the outer edge before we try to do the shelves, because the shelves are the toughest part. Always recommend still, you fold everything out before you fold it in to make it much easier. So we're going to set these up. Top part easy to remember as well. You got a little brown meeple looking thing here. We're going to push that out. Do not rip that out though. That's what's going to attach to the base. All right, so here we go. Nice and simple. It's going to go in here. And now the first top flap here. There are 2 creases here on this. Make sure that when you fold it, you get each crease separate. Reason being is this could create a little bit of almost a 1/4 inch thickness width. There we go. I'm going to do that here as well. There. I'm going to spin around, work on the bottom piece now. There. Same thing, I'm going to fold it out first to make it a lot easier on myself. There we go. you notice I don't have these little flaps done anything with them yet. Trial and error, I learned the hard way. We're gonna do those very last. Okay, now that we have the base of the standee assembled and we got this part of the shelf ready to go, it's time to put the shelves themselves inside. This is the hard part. So I did a little bit of a preemptive, but all these creases here, you gotta really bend them really well, both directions, front and back. The reason being is this thing is extremely difficult to work with if you don't, which led to multiple smash-up standees being assembled today. All right, so again, got it all together. What I'm gonna show you here is there's these outside flaps, there's 2 of them, okay? Where the writing is, the bottom flap here is actually the one that's gonna go in first, like so, and the top is gonna go in next. They collapse over each other. If you don't do it this way, it's gonna cause a bulge on the sides and the product's gonna tilt. Okay, so now that I have it all set here, the next step is, again, this is the top where my little brown maple dude is. Long, skinny slat and a thicker, wider slat here. This top piece here is gonna slide right into that top slat. And you gotta get all this lined up perfectly. And make sure this piece is folded down. So make sure, yep, it's folded down. Now we're gonna spin it around. So now I have it sticking out this far, okay? This piece here is now gonna bend back through here into the shelving slat that it has. And it's easy just to eyeball this as you do it. And let me get this down. There we go. And there we go, it's in. First part. We have a second piece to do as well. Okay, shelving unit's assembled, the shelves are in the unit, now we just gotta get these little flaps in. So I found, again, trial and error, the easiest way to get these flaps in is I just bend them up a little bit, get some creases going in them. And then I'm just gonna lace them right inside, there's a little gap here. Kind of like a kid trying to learn how to tie their shoes again, right? There we go. Same thing. Boom shakalaka. The hardest piece is assembled now. Okay, so now we have the base and standee ready to go. We have the shelving unit assembled. Time to put them together. So y'all can see, I'm gonna put this down here on the ground. Again, the important spot here that you did not rip. Back here is a little flap, it looks like a brown meatball on the other side. What we're gonna do is, you're gonna take this and you're gonna bend it in, these flaps. I'll bend them out again just to give it a little more flexibility. There we go. And those are gonna fit right into this right in here. So I'm gonna set it down. Up the flaps again, and just like that, you're about ready to go. And the final touch, the top crown of the standee. Now you're gonna see that there's actually 3 flaps. This flap here actually does not slide into anything. It just rests on top of it. Again, fold these all up really well so they work well with you. Especially this one. Okay. Come around here. I'm going to show you from the side, the easiest part. It's going to slide right in here. Same thing on the other side. And now we're ready to put some product in here. Now the smash-up standee is all assembled, we're going to kind of show you all how the product lines up on it, mainly because a couple of the shelves are different sizes. Okay, so we got most of the product already in, top, middle, and bottom. Up on top, smash-up base game, got on one side, Smash Up Munchkin. Thank you, Steve Jackson Games. On the other side. Total of 6 games fit up here. Any combination of how y'all want to put it. The next couple levels, we got a little bit of a Smash Up It's Your Fault, one of my faves. Gotta love the Greek mythos. And another fave, Monster Smash, Werewolves in the Greek mythos for the win. Throw that in here. We got Sci-Fi double feature. 12 games fit in the middle, 12 games also fit on the bottom. I'll fill those in. Little awesome level 9000. Oh yeah. We'll throw those in there. We've also realized that no Smash Up collection is complete without the big geeky box. And since the Standee stands up nice and tall, there's a little bit of space right underneath it to put the big geeky box. Right there. So this is it. Smash Up Standee all assembled for y'all, how the product lines up. I want to say a big thank you to all the pro program stores that have signed up for this, to all the vanguards out there that are helping push the product and show it off, the fun. Andrew Narziski Sales, the rest of the team there, thank you.